Hello, this is PikaPal, a video game collector slash voice actor fan, etc. And welcome to another video game pickups video for March and April of this year. Well, it's less video game pickups, honestly, and more book pickups, if anything else. Because it's mostly been a bit of a quiet week. Mostly, I mean, quiet months again in terms of buying video games and stuff. But I have sort of been branching out recently in terms of the stuff that I've been picking up, collecting and all of that. So yes, in this video, a couple of books, one game, no, actually two games, and then a DVD as well. So I'm gonna start off with some Pokemon books, beginning with, not sure if I've shown this before, but this is Pokemon Story Quest Hometown Hero, which is a book that is sort of like a interactive adventure and also a little novel, which actually is a adaptation of two episodes from Ultimate Journeys, which is the Alola stuff. So when Lily and Gladion reunite with Mon, and when Ash and Pikachu and the others go back to Alola, and they have a match with a battle royale with Kiawe, Gladion, and Kukui. And those are two of easily my favorite episodes from the Journey series, of course, aside from Ash versus Leon. So definitely nice to have this in the collection, and probably the closest we'll get to actually having this episode here in the UK, because they don't release any DVDs of the series over here. And then we have some Pokemon Adventures XY manga. So I have the first 3 volumes. I do have some of this already with the shorter volumes that came out years ago, but I think I'm going to be getting rid of those because we have these versions now, which are much bigger and contain some extra little bits that weren't in the prior versions. So yes, very nice to have that. And we have a volume 2. And volume 3. So the first 3 volumes, and I'll try and get the other ones when they come out, or if they're already out and stuff. And then for random sort of humour buy, if you've seen the Vig annuals before, we now have Mock the Week's Ultimate Panic Buy. So basically, it's an entire book that is dedicated to the scenes that we'd like to see segment. So the bit where they have all sorts of stuff like unlikely titles for love songs, lines you won't hear in Doctor Who, unlikely lines from an erotic novel. It's basically an entire book that is dedicated to that. A couple of funny bits here and there. So yeah, very nice to have this in the collection, and I got it from a charity shop for £2.50. And the books, all these Pokemon books, came from W.H. Smith. And then a little trip to my own town, which I haven't been to for quite a while. I got another Pokemon thing, and it's the DVD of Pokemon the Movie 2000 to go with the original 3 films. So I finally have all 3 of the original Warner releases of the films. And you can tell it's an early release because it's one on those bloody double-sided discs. From the local game store that I got that as well. It's Stuart Little 2 on PS1. This is the Platinum version for £5. Yeah, they've sort of been improving with the game stuff recently. Unfortunately, though, most of the PS1 games there were in really crappy condition in terms of the cases. This was probably one of the better ones that I found, but as you can see with the cracks on there, it's still not particularly great condition. But the game at least itself does actually work, though, and it does have everything, including the manual. And an advert for Stuart Little 2 on VHS and DVD. And the LCD screen, which is very expensive nowadays. I hope to have one of those, but probably not anytime soon. And from CEX, the only thing that I got at the local CEX, but a goodie nonetheless, is Sonic Colors for £12 to go with Sonic Rush. because I believe this is on the same engine as the Rush games, so Rush and Rush Adventure. So there you go, that is a short little 5-minute collection update for March and April. Very short, but very sweet. Until then, see you next time.